Are we back? We're back. I see you. I see you're just in time because it's the next episode of the Main Street Randyland YouTube channel. Joy, joy, joy. Oh, you spilled your coffee, you see? Drinking coffee while you're watching my episode. Shocking. Well, we are over here at the Retro Arcade and Fascination. I'm sitting in my typical chair, and I always have something at my elbow here, because, particularly because ever since COVID, I closed off this back area there. I don't let people go back there because there's really no reason for them to go back there. The few extra machines that I have along the line, they just go back and look at them, and they don't play them anyway. They'll put in a couple quarters once in a while. Meanwhile, I'm running the machine for nothing, and people are there on the free tour. I mean, it's nonsense. So I don't need people back there, so I blocked off that little corner area. It gives me more room to stock stuff for my supplies for the water game and things of this nature. So I usually have a machine or two over here blocking that walkway. And as the video man came in, he noticed the Magic Baseball over here. And he says, well, you got a new machine. Actually, no. You see, this is how people are. Magic Baseball has been here for several years already. But he hasn't been sitting here for a couple of years. He was further up towards the middle where you go into the front section. So he didn't get noticed as much. Well, what's it doing over here? I had to move some stuff around to make room for some odd-shaped machines. So I switched the machine that was here. You might remember it was the Snack Attack Shocker. I think we did an episode on that, didn't we? Yes, he was over here. So I gave him a new position, and I brought the Magic Baseball over here. Now, there's actually a second reason I brought the Magic Baseball over here. Well, the Magic Baseball is one of those machines that falls on a certain category list as being a royal pain in the ass. Whoop, bloop, did they beat me? Did they beat me? Why? No, it's a nice machine, and people do like to play it, but certain machines sometimes, the way they design things, can be problematic, and for the mechanic that has to constantly go over and address the issue, you have to pull the machine out. And it's a heavy machine, it's a metal cabinet, and then you gotta try to fix it, and somebody's waiting, and if you can't do it in exactly 2 seconds, people are impatient, and they're, I think back to when I was a kid, and I played, particularly in the Carousel Arcade in Seaside Heights. If your coin got stuck in a machine, and you complained to the change guy, they'd send you over to the counter. You go over to the counter, and there's a line of people. You have to wait your turn for service. And then you tell them that you lost your quarter in the machine. And they would tell you, well, we'll call the mechanic, wait here, and we'll as soon as the mechanic is free, he'll go over with you. Now you're waiting, they get on their microphone, and they scream into the microphone over the music system, and they go, repair, repair. So constantly you'd hear, repair, repair, with this grating voice. Sooner or later, the mechanic would show up. Then you'd walk over with the mechanic to your machine. Now you're into this probably 20 minutes or a half an hour a lot of times because they're busy. You go over, and he'd fumble to find the key, and he'd unjam the machine for you and get you on. Well, today, their coin gets stuck, and instantly, it's like you should be standing at that machine right then, because they're like, where's the gun? Where's the gun? Nobody gives faster service than I do. It's a place that I'm watching everything. I'm here, I'm the mechanic. I'm running over between games fixing things, so I think back to when you used to really have to wait and show some respect, but that's not the way it is anymore. But getting back to the point, this machine often would require my attention. Why? Because they use a very lightweight ball. And they have to, because it works by air pressure. So if the ball's not lightweight, it can't work. But when you have a lightweight ball, you expect that ball to roll down the channels and make turns and activate micro switches No, they didn't have optics back then. So it actually has to push a switch and then get back to its position. Well, a lot of times the ball doesn't make it through the track. Then there's no ball. And then it's like, where's the guy? Where's the guy? Here's the guy. So if it's over here, it's very easy for me to access it. I can actually get to the back of the machine without moving the machine. And to try to avoid even that little problem, if you look at the machine, what do you notice? The machine actually is standing like Vice Principal Phil Bruno in my junior high school in Milburn. Phil Bruno used to walk at an angle. He walked at an angle. You used to think that if you blew, he'd fall over because he walked at an angle. I don't know why. I've never seen anybody else walk at an angle, but Phil Bruno did in junior high in Milburn. So, the Magic Baseball is sitting at an angle, just like Philip Bruno. Well, because the mechanic shoved a 2x4 under the back of the machine. Why did he do that? I just told you why. Because the ball is lightweight and a lot of times doesn't roll back to its position. You'll notice I don't have the back door locked either because I'm ready for the next time somebody calls me. So, there is a side effect to having your machine tilted. Coins don't always go through properly. Okay? You put the coin in like this. Okay, you got it. Now, here we go. There's the ball. Look at that. Magic. 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 All works with air pressure. So, up he goes. I missed him. All right, we'll try again. Got it. Oh! I want to get a home run here. Missed him again. A little low. Got it. Home run. Will it register? Gave me the score, and here comes the ball. You see, because of the Phil Bruno experience when I was in Milburn Junior High, well, I got one run anyway from the Magic Baseball machine. You see, isn't that one? That's a fun game. It's a really fun game. They had one of these in the Carousel Arcade, and my friend Mike Carbone he was the owner. He loved this machine. It was one of his favorite games. He had it there on the end. You know, it's supposed to have a black light because it kind of has a little bit of that day glow with the, you know, the orange around there. But, you know, the black light isn't working, and in here, with all the heavy lights, you're not gonna see that anyway. If you're in a dark place, you would notice it better, but in here, it's not a big deal. You wouldn't see the glowing anyway. So that'll be saved for another time, and another location, and another day. So the Magic Baseball, with his Phil Bruno slant, works fine. So those of you who have problems with your Magic Baseball, a block of 2x4 can do wonders. With that happy note, we'll see you next time. The Main Street Randyland YouTube channel. Hooray! Magic Baseball. Look, they don't have his suit is getting torn. Oh, but I want to keep it original. They don't sell new suits anymore. So I guess he's holy. Holy, holy, holy Magic Baseball. See you next time.